Shirley, I'm going to head to Tyson Hotel for a class reunion. Everyone is going to bring their family along, so I'll take off with Mason first. Don't bother with groceries. Just go there directly.
Okay, honey. Got it. Oh, Charlie.
Greetings, my lady. The master said he's already let go of your elopement with Tony in private back then. Besides, he's given you back the birthright of the first family in Hillside City and offered you a limo and a villa. Besides, your black VIP card can be used again.
Fantastic. Over the past 5 years, I've been sick of my mother-in-law's cold shoulder. As a total housewife, even my daughter and husband have been bullied. Finally, I'm strong enough to protect them.
Sure, you are the heir of the group, with the world's economic lifeline in your hands. Who dares to bully you from now? Miss Moore, the Rels Reiko arranged for you will be delivered to you by Judas tomorrow. Could you please check it out then?
Okay. Thank you. I'm gonna take off for my husband's class reunion. See you later.
Hey, Judas. Make sure to deliver the car to Miss Moore tomorrow. I'll send you the address.
Sure, Charlie. Just consider it done. Well, well, well. That's fantastic. It means that the limo is mine today. I can use it to show them who I am.
Hey, Hellion and Edgar. It's been a long time.
Isn't that Tony over there? Where is your nagging wife? Aren't you embarrassed to bring her along?
Don't be so harsh, please.
What? Are we wrong? Everybody knows that. She's just nobody without any power.
Sorry I'm late, honey. Hello, everyone.
Your wife's even worse than we expected, Tony. She looks so shabby. How can she bring a bag of groceries here? Can't you afford to split the bill? So she's gonna cook your food by herself. Ha ha! Brilliant! Hey, hey! Look who he is! He even comes here in a limo.
Oh, hey yo, long time no see.
You look fantastic, Judas. Even drive a Rels Reiko.
You just live in your little world. Right now, he works for the Dome Group, the top firm in the city. He makes $10 million a year.
You mean the Dome Group? Isn't the limo my ride? I remembered he was only asked to deliver it to me.
Well, it's nothing.
Well, Judas, stop being modest. My man, don't forget to lift us up.
Hold on. What do you think you're doing? We're friends, right?
Oh, don't do this. It's nothing for me. Just 10 grand, okay? If you don't take it, you don't take me as your bro.
All right, I'm taking it.
Are you sure this limo is yours?
What the hell is this? What do you mean? If it wasn't mine, could it be possible yours?
Well, Judas, calm down. Hey, Tony, what's wrong with your wife? How dare she upset my bro? So you want trouble?
Cheryl, stop talking. Sorry, she just speaks a little bluntly. But no harm, no foul.
Look at her. She's so lame and even a sore loser. Cheryl, how mean you're...
I just tell the truth. The car plate looks familiar. Just like the one I drove.
Come on. Have you any idea what you're talking about? You're just a housewife. How could this shining high-end limo be yours? What?
Cheryl, what's with you? Just stop talking.
Well, Tony, I can't believe your lovely wife is a total psycho. From my perspective, you'd better take her to a hospital for her brain. Don't leave her to get worse.
Mason got trouble? She breaks off its logo.
Hey, Judas, the golden logo of your car has been broken off.
What? Well, if Charlie and Ms. Moore know what happened, I would be doomed. Who did this?
It was Mason. He broke it. Mom, I didn't do it. He was the one who broke it.
I believe you, sweetie.
How could you deny it with all the eyes and ears here?
How can you blame her before we figure out what happened?
Still deny it? My son saw what happened. It was you. Like parents, like child. Way to go. Judas, you gotta let them compensate.
Correct, Judas. Give this little girl a lesson. You chit, just kneel down and apologize to Judas.
Enough. I trust my daughter. She didn't do it if she said so.
There must be some misunderstanding, because she never messes with other people's stuff.
You trust her because you're her parent. Judas, I'm the witness. Don't listen to him. Just let him make it up to you.
Well, they have to bear the consequence. Otherwise, how could I afford it? You're right. Tony, since your kid broke my car, with all the witnesses here, just shut up and pay me.
Why are we the ones to blame? You've heard what my kid said? We can pull the security tapes.
My son can't tell lie. It's all her fault. I think you're wasting time refusing the compensation. I'm gonna warn you that your kid will be expelled from school if you refuse to compensate for the loss.
That's right, we're on the school board. Do you really think you have any other option? Judas, don't worry, we've your back. If they don't compensate, his kid will have no school to attend.
Lucky for me, Elian and Judas believe in me. Cheryl, you've no choice but to swallow the bitter pill.
You've just gone too far.
It's natural for a father to pay his kid's debt.
Dad, Mom, I really didn't do it.
It's okay, sweetie. Mom and Dad trust you. All right, we'll cover it. Here's $5 million.
This is a Rels Rayco, Tony. You expect me to settle with just $5 million?
Come on, $5 million is enough. What else do you want?
For God's sake, I'll give you a discount. $10 million at least.
Are you serious? Its all-cash offer is only $20 million. You charge me $10 million only for a logo.
Judas, I warn you, not to push it too far.
You threaten me? I'm gonna make it clear. $10 million is the final offer. Any less than this, you'll have to kneel and bow.
You. This $5 million already covers it. Don't push your luck.
Don't you understand? $10 million is the bottom line. Since you can't afford it, all right. I'll just take this for now. As for the balance, you're gonna write me an IOU. It's a great chance to shake him down. There will be a lot left for me after the fixing, together with the remaining. I'm gonna be a millionaire soon, haha. Valet, get this limo fixed for me.
Yes.
Just remember, you still owe me $5 million.
Judas, this is extortion.
You dare to say that again?
Judas, how dare you hit my husband?
Feel heartbreaking? Let me tell you. Since your little brat broke my car, you're obliged to cover the loss. No matter what I ask, you'll be at my mercy. I don't care what you have to do for it. Or I'll ask the Dome Group to crush your Johnson family.
In your dream, you're the one to be crushed.
Oh, Tony, just control your crazy wretch. She has been out of her mind. Move your ass to get lost with her.
Yes, go fix her brain.
Watch your mouth.
Honey, don't worry. They'll pay for what they have done to us.
Oh, who do you think expect me to pay for it, huh?
How couldn't I fail to make you pay as the heiress of the Moore family and the president of Dome Group?
What are you talking about?
Tony, you'd better call an ambulance for your wife. She must have lost her mind. Even talking this nonsense.
Cheryl, do you know what you are talking? How dare you pose as Ms. Moore? Believe it or not, I'll call Charlie right now, kicking you out of the city and leaving you out there to your end.
Don't. Cheryl, stop making this nonsense. I'm gonna drive you home right now.
I bet what you said is sure to happen to you.
Still being stubborn, huh? Fine. Let's see what's gonna happen after this call.
Hello?
Hey, Charlie. Right, it's me. Could you please drop by Tyson Hotel? Someone's posing as Ms. Moore, blackening her image.
What? How dare she? Hold her still over there. I'm on my way.
All right, I'll see you here. Just wait and see. Cheryl, Charlie is on his way here.
Ha ha ha. Tony, you two lovebirds are gonna be separated. Ha ha ha.
It won't happen.
Just get lost and stay away from me. I don't want to get any closer to your family.
You hit my daughter? Go to hell.
Wretch, how dare you?
You slandered my daughter. Ripped off $5 million from my husband, and even drove my Rels Rayco without my permission. You'll be sorry for this in a minute.
Cheryl, you're insane. You think I won't beat up the crazy like you?
Don't.
Let me see who dares to pose as Ms. Moore.
Charlie, you're finally here. It's this lunatic who did that. You must punish her severely.
Charlie, he drives my car privately and is rude to me? What do you think I should do?
Charlie, look how insane she is. I think she deserved to be kicked a good ass.
Shut up!
Charlie, calm down. Don't be upset for this crazy woman. Don't get mad.
You idiot! Ms. Moore, he deserves to be punished, as you like, for all his silly behaviors.
You really are Miss Moore?
Charlie, she's widely known as the old hag in the city. How could she be Ms. Moore?
What an idiot! Kneel down!
Like I said, you're gonna pay for what you've done. This slap is for my daughter. And this one is for my husband.
I was wrong. It was my fault.
Charlie, this is not over. He'll pay for driving my car privately and humiliating my kid and husband. Fire him and throw him off to plant trees in desert. I'll make you mark what you've done forever.
Yes?
I'm sorry, Ms. Moore. Please, have mercy on me.
Sweetie, who on earth broke off the logo?
Mom, it was him.
Apologize now. You want me to pull the security tapes?
Not necessary. We'll do it right away. Come on, sweetie. Apologize to them. Say sorry to Mason. Say it. Come on.
I'm sorry, Mason. I'm wrong.
You know who has set a bad example deep down?
Right, it's us. We set a bad example for kids. I'm sorry.
Honey, what should we do with them?
Make any serious mistakes? How about we just let them go?
All right. For the sake of your Tony's classmates, we can let you go. But if I catch your kid bullying others, I'll give him a lesson if you just stand aside.
Don't worry. I'll make him well behaved. I deserve this.
Hellion, what should I do to you since you hit my daughter and humiliated my husband?
Well, Ms. Moore, I'm sorry. I'm down on my knees. Please have mercy on me.
Now you're apologizing. Weren't you so arrogant to mess with my family?
It's my bad. I'm so stupid. Please have mercy on me.
Go apologize to Tony and my daughter.
Okay. Tony, I'm sorry. Mason, I'm sorry for my reckless behavior. Please have mercy on me.
Get lost.
All right.
Mom, you're so awesome. Just like a superhero.
I know. If you're in danger from now, just let me know, okay? He has always longed to live peacefully. What I did is so reckless. I can't give him any pressure for my identity, or he might divorce me. I have to be cautious from now on. Honey, are you all right? I was just playing along with Charlie.
What?
Am I right, Charlie?
Yeah, totally.
After hearing Judas took the car privately, Charlie asked me to pretend to fire him.
Yes, Mr. Johnson. Ms. Moore helped me a lot. Together with this one, I must return her favor.
Thanks a lot, Charlie. Honey, let's go home. Mason was terrified.
All right, sweetie, let's go home.
How did Ms. Moore suddenly hide her identity again?
Mom, we're back.
What took you so long, Cheryl? Look what time it is. Did you idle the time away with my son?
No, Mom, I didn't.
Shut up.
Mom, I just took Cheryl for a class reunion.
You've always been on her side. Tony, the festival is coming. Have you prepared gifts for your grandfather?
I'm all set. Just rest assured, Mom.
Yes, Mom. I'll make you proud.
What a bragger. You're just a housewife without any power. You don't even have a job. How could you make me proud? I'll be happy if you don't embarrass me.
Grandma is mean.
You dare to say that again. Did you blacken me with her?
No, Mom, I didn't.
Mom, what are you talking about? We're family, Horace. Can't you stop fussing about, please?
If I catch you speaking ill of me with her, I'll make you regret.
Enough, Mom. It's already late. Let me walk you bedroom.
Mom, why does Grandma dislike me?
Don't overthink about it. Just go to bed. How about I buy you some snacks for the festival tomorrow?
Okay.
Let's go. Lucky for me, I have the power to make our family look good. I believe I can change her thoughts about me if I make her proud on the festival union. Hey, Charlie. Prepare a big gift and send it to the old manor. I'm gonna gain their respect for my family.
Sure, Ms. Moore.
After going inside, behave yourself. If you embarrass me, I'll make you regret.
Yes, Mom.
You better do.
Don't take it personally. Let's go. Let's go, sweetie.
Mom, Grandpa, it's so late. What took them so long?
We've had to sit here, waiting for them.
Totally. Oh, there you are. Grandpa, I thought they came for the leftovers.
Sorry, Grandpa. We live far away, together with a little traffic jam.
Right. The festival makes it even worse.
Okay, sit down.
What's the smell, Cheryl? Did you shower before heading here?
Aunt, what's that supposed to mean? I don't have any weird smell.
Cheryl, I can feel your poverty far away. Can't you feel it?
Aunt, I can't bear this chair Cheryl touched. Edison, do me a favor and move it away.
No problem, Mom. Cheryl, step aside. Aunt, you'd better find another spot.
What a nuisance.
Aunt Edison, you went too far.
Any problem? I'm your cousin. Don't you know how to behave decently?
I mean, it's a festival today. You can't treat us like this.
Grandpa. Have you heard this? Tony really knows how to play the victim. It's Cheryl who upset my mother-in-law first. How come we're the one who bullies them?
Your family surely knows how to twist the facts.
Mom, Dad, can we sit down?
Manson, you want to be seated, right? It's a pity that you have poor parents who are totally useless, contributing very little to the family. So, you have no right to sit down.
Exactly. That's the place where you belong.
Mom, don't. In this case, they'll disturb my dog's sleep. We should throw them out.
Look how smart my son is. I almost forgot. That's a place where our dog stays, so there is no place for you here.
How can you do this to us?
What? Did I say anything wrong? Well then, let me put it bluntly. Both Tony and I work for the Johnson Group. I make $5 million for the group every month, while he can't even make $1 million.
Totally. In other words, your whole family is basically supported by us. It's natural for us to give you a little punishment.
My teacher told me that those without ability don't deserve a voice.
My beloved son, I can't agree with you more. Here is your reward.
You.
Do you mean you can step aside for him if he makes more than you?
Cheryl, after several days, your temper has grown a lot, but I don't think he has the ability to sit here.
Cheryl, stop talking. Grandpa, we'd better leave here, since we've no place to sit.
No, honey. We can't let them bully us like this.
Grandpa, have you ever seen that we bullied them?
You even don't let us sit down. Isn't that bullying? Tony, your cousin, means no harm. He's just trying to give you a lesson and encourage you to work harder. His contribution is a bit greater than yours.
Grandpa, does it mean we can humiliate them if Tony's contribution is more than his?
You want to get back at us? No problem. Let's see if he has that capacity.
Grandpa, look at her. She's quite arrogant today. How dare she talk to you like this? I think you need to discipline them.
Isn't that all because of your sales performance? I'm gonna bring him a deal whose amount is way more than your annual one.
Cheryl, have you lost your mind?
Honey, what are you up to?
Honey, trust me, I'll get justice for you. Charlie, bring a $50 million contract right now. I'll show them what a big contract really is.
I'm on my way.
Edison, don't forget what you said. Later, you'll step down for my husband.
Alas, Cheryl, your acting is quite impressive. I really need to award you for that.
Cheryl, who do you think you are? You think it happens with just a phone call? That's hilarious.
Aunt, why I never know. She loves bluffing.
Cheryl, are you insane?
Mom, how can you slap her?
I told you not to marry her, who has nothing in the first place. But you didn't listen to me. Now look at your cousin. His wife has helped him a lot. Look at you. You even get bullied at home. Did I do anything wrong in my past life?
Bad uncle, mean grandma.
Shut up, you little brat. You and your mum are pains in my ass.
Alas, Mom, just look at them. Everything is out of control because of Cheryl.
She's nothing but a troublemaker. You better get out of here. Stop messing with our dinner here.
Yeah, Tony. You'd better listen to my mom. Stop making a scene, just go.
Give me 5 minutes. The $50 million contract is coming. What's the rush to kick us out?
Oh, geez. Cheryl, you still don't give up, huh?
Cheryl, you really don't know when to give up. I give you 5 minutes. Let me see how it ends.
Oh boy, how embarrassing.
Cheryl, do you really...
Trust me, honey.
Mom, I believe you can make it. Like a superhero last time.
Thanks, sweetie.
Mason, your mom's a liar. What superhero? You're so naive to be tricked by your mom. My mom didn't lie to me. What a dummy.
Hey, watch out!
Peter, how could you do that to your sister? That's how you've educated your son?
Cheryl, what do you mean?
You know what I mean.
My son is just quick on his feet. Besides, he missed.
Exactly. You always make a fuss. What a psycho.
Well done. This is your way to raise your kid. Someday, you'll reap what you sow.
Are you cursing at me?
Don't hit my mom.
What an ill-mannered brat your daughter is. I'm gonna give her a lesson.
I'm warning you, don't lay a hand on my daughter.
Honey.
Let go of my wife.
Do you have a death wish?
Here is the $50 million contract.
What?
Who dares to trespass on my residence?
Mr. Johnson, calm down. We are just ordered to send Mr. Tony Johnson the contract.
What? It's really from the Dome Group.
Of course. Tony, sign it, please.
Honey, go ahead.
Okay.
Wish us a pleasant cooperation.
Nice cooperation.
Edison, Carlotta. Now, Tony has the $50 million contract. Please step aside.
That's impossible. How could this happen?
No way, they must be the actors you hired. This contract can't be real.
Yeah, Cheryl is bold enough to hire a bunch of actors to deceive us. I think it's time to discipline her and kick them out of the residence.
Grandpa, you can check the seal to see whether it is legitimate. Tony, let Grandpa check the contract.
Grandpa. It
can't be true.
Cheryl, just wait to be kicked out.
Ha ha ha. The contract is legitimate.
What?
How is that possible?
How did she land it with just one call? It is even from the Dome Group. Each of my contracts costs me a lot of negotiation and gifts.
You idiot! Stop talking this nonsense. Hurry up to find a way to restore your dignity.
Grandpa, can we sit down?
Oh, of course. Edison, just step aside to your cousin.
Cheryl seems to bring me a win today. Edison, get out of the way, okay? Well, seems you're the one who will sit next to the dog. Ha ha!
Don't get too cocky. Bah, what a jerk.
Move away.
What's all this about?
Ah, it's so comfy sitting here.
Wait a minute, Aunt.
What do you want?
I remember Edison just said, this table is only for those with big contributions, so there is no room for you.
You, Cheryl. You're just a granddaughter-in-law. Don't push it too far. You landed a $50 million contract with some dirty tricks. Don't think you can do whatever you want.
Only those with a grimy mind would think others are grimy too.
All right, stop it. Are we going to eat or not?
Forget it, Edison. Just sit where you were. Grandpa, calm down, please.
That's more like it.
The head of the family is too partial.
Well, what are you mumbling about? Are you criticizing Richard?
Nonsense. I didn't...
Then why are you so nervous? I heard you mention something about partial. Aunt, it's not Grandpa's fault. My son keeps the family tree going alone, even if Grandpa's partial. So what?
Exactly. We have a son to carry the family line, but you only have a daughter. She is a liability.
Liability? Liability? Mason is a liability.
Edison, how can you talk that in front of kids?
Mom, Dad, why do they call me a liability?
What else could it be? A girl can't keep the family name going. Cheryl, you're such a disappointment. She embarrasses me every year.
Mom, how could you say that?
Hey, Cheryl, did we say anything wrong? You indeed have a daughter, which is a disappointment. Well, even if you somehow landed that contract, so what? Your family is just not as good as ours?
My sweet son, go serve great-grandpa a cup of tea and wish him a happy holiday.
Happy holiday, great-grandpa. Enjoy the tea, please.
Thank you, sweetie. I've got a gift for you. Here is a bank card with 100 grand in it. Just take it.
Thank you, great-grandfather.
Wow, what a good kid.
Cheryl, my son set a model for your daughter. What is your silly daughter waiting for?
I'm warning you, show us some respect. We don't need your son to teach my kid. She surely knows how to behave properly. Mason, go serve great-grandpa a cup of tea. Wish great-grandpa a happy holiday.
Great-grandpa, wish you a happy holiday.
What a good kid. Here, this is your gift. Take it.
Thanks, great-grandpa.
All right. Go back.
Mason, are you okay?
Tony, look what your daughter has done. She broke the present. Grandpa just gave her. What do you say?
Even if this bracelet is worth only 8 grand, way less than my son's money, it still represents Grandpa's goodwill. I think she did it on purpose.
No, I didn't.
Carlotta, don't tell me you have no idea how she fell down.
Peter, go play outside for a while. Cheryl, what do you mean? Are you implying that it was me?
We'll know it after checking the security tape.
Cheryl, don't push your luck. Do you know where it is? You even want to check the security footage? We all clearly saw that. Your daughter tripped by herself. Don't you dare blame this on my wife.
Tony, your wife messed with the dinner on purpose.
Grandpa, Mason didn't do it on purpose. Please allow us to check the security footage.
Tony, how can you join your stupid wife to make a fuss?
Grandpa, It was Carlotta who tripped Mason. Please hold justice for us.
Grandpa, I swear it wasn't me. I'm the heiress of the Lee Group. Do you think it could be me?
All right. Cheryl, am I too nice to you today, making you think you run the fam?
Grandpa, are you partial to her because of her identity?
How dare you question me?
Calm down, please. Cheryl, how can you talk to your grandpa like this? Apologize now.
I don't think I'm wrong. It's not fair for my daughter. As her mother, I can't let her be wronged.
Are you trying to bring trouble to us?
Mom, how can you say that? Grandpa, how could you be so partial?
Enough. With one more word, get lost. You've turned a nice meal into chaos, Tony. You should learn how to be the head of a family. Discipline your wife and kid properly.
Exactly. Tony, if you can't handle it, I don't mind doing that for you. Cheryl, if you say one more word, Grandpa will punish you.
Grandpa, then don't blame me.
What are you going to do?
Carlotta, we'll get even with you for your picking on my daughter. You must apologize to Mason.
Are you kidding me? Apologize to Mason in your dreams.
If you don't check the security tape and bring her justice, I can assure you that the $50 million contract will be canceled at once.
Cheryl, what nonsense are you talking?
Are you threatening me?
It's you who forced me. Hey, Charlie, cancel the contract with the Johnson Group.
Yes, Ms. Moore.
Cheryl, you think you're the boss of the Dome Group? I never heard a contract can be taken back.
Exactly. You must be bluffing.
Believe it or not, Grandpa will give us an answer soon.
Could she really have the power?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here it comes.
What comes? Cheryl, you must go nuts, acting so weird.
It's from the Dome Group.
What? Too scared to answer.
Shut up, Gertrude. Hello. What? Cancelled. Hey, how can it be cancelled? Hey!
Grandpa, it can't be true, right?
You still think I was bluffing?
How can you joke about the future of the Johnson Group?
I care about my kid's mental health, just like you care about the group. I don't want my kid to suffer, just like you don't want trouble for the group.
How dare you? Compare your brat with our family's future.
If you want the contract, then you must bring my kid justice. I want her to apologize to my daughter.
What? Apology? It's impossible.
Grandpa, it's up to you whether secure the group's interest or continue to be partial to them.
No, Grandpa, you can't trust her. The contract has already been gone. It can't be restored, right?
Well, since I can cancel the contract, I can get a new one.
Serious?
Of course.
Grandpa, you can't trust her.
Shut up. If I don't trust her, am I supposed to trust you? It's about $50 million. It matters, the Johnson Group's future.
Grandpa, since Carlotta tripped my daughter, she deserves to be punished.
If she indeed tripped Mason, I'll make things right for you. Cheryl, I must warn you, I can pull up the security tape. But if you fail to restore the contract, I make you regret for your attitude towards me. Got it?
All right, I understand.
Someone, pull up the security tape.
Don't. Not necessary. I just...
What? Are you scared?
Speak. Did you trip Mason?
I just had a cramp in my leg and stretched it a little bit. It was her who lost her balance.
I can't believe you picked on a kid. This is your manners?
Cheryl, how dare you hit me?
Apologize to my daughter.
It's crazy for an elder to apologize to the younger.
Grandpa, we've figured out what happened upon Cheryl's request. Let's just let it go. Let's forget it, okay? She didn't mean it.
Cheryl, I've revealed the truth for you. It's your turn to restore the contract.
Grandpa, your resolution seems a little sloppy. What I want is that she apologizes to my daughter.
Cheryl, don't push it too far. Who do you think you are?
How dare you to slap my wife?
What a loser. You just let your wife mess around. You've disgraced us all.
Cheryl, you want me to bring your kid justice. Fine, but you have to let me know your power to restore the contract.
No problem. I'll show you. Hey, Charlie. Restore the contract, but on the condition of the video of Carlotta's apology. Or the contract is off.
Got it, Mrs. Moore. Rest assured that we'll do what you want.
Grandpa, now you can rest assured.
You really can restore the contract.
Of course, Grandpa. She is lying to you. You gotta punish her for her crazy behaviors.
You're the one to be punished.
The manager of the Dome Group.
Ms. Moore, as per the notice, I come here to have your back.
What on earth is going on? Why would you stand up for Cheryl? Are you her secret lover?
That's definitely it. Otherwise, how could they do whatever she said?
It's not surprise for a filthy man to think so. I've told you, the contract for Tony is nothing but to return my favor for them. Tony knows what it's about. I don't care what you think.
Cheryl hasn't done anything wrong to me. You just stop turning me against her.
Carlotta, just save your time and apologize to my daughter. I've said you're gonna pay for what you did to my daughter. Grandpa, are you still partial to them?
No, they're gonna do what they have to. Hurry up and apologize to them.
Apologize? No way. Don't expect me to do that to a kid. If this gets out, it'll ruin my reputation.
Mr. Johnson, you have 10 seconds to make them do that. If they don't do what Ms. Morse wants, I'm gonna leave here with the restored contract.
No. Wait for a second. Hurry up and apologize now. If you mess this up again, I'll kick you out of the Johnson family.
Honey, just follow Grandpa's order before it's too late.
What a coward you are. Is this what you do to your wife? Cheryl, let me put it straight. I'll never apologize to you. As the heir of the Lee family, you're nothing to me.
Carlotta, you've stretched my patience. Just stop challenging me before it's too late.
Are you threatening me? This slap is my payback. I'm done with this family. Let's divorce.
Divorce?
Yes. You're nothing but a loser. Cheryl, let's see how long you'll stay this way. He's just a mere manager. I don't think he can make any difference.
What? Why do you divorce my son?
It's getting more interesting.
Tell me the truth. Have you had an affair? You damn woman.
Come on, your family can't live without mine's constant support. If my dad knows, you slapped me. Let's see if he will punish you.
Honey, please, I was wrong. Please don't divorce me. It's all because of that wretch. Cheryl, you tried to tear my family apart. This is an outrage.
Try to play the victim again, huh? It's all because you make things difficult for us. Can't I fight back?
Cheryl, if you dare say one more word, I'll make you pay for it.
Today you must apologize.
You're bold enough.
I'm just trying to get justice for my daughter.
All right, I'll let you know the reality. Do you think the Dome Group will choose a total loser or our Lee Group? Hello, Dad. Come over to the Johnsons' residence. Cheryl, this wretch is bullying me.
What?
And I want a divorce.
How dare they bully my daughter? Hang on. I'm on my way.
Cheryl, you've gone too far. My dad will destroy you. Let's wait and see. And you, which side do you choose, this wretch, or me?
On that phone, Charlie only asked me to send the contract and help Cheryl, but I've no idea what identity she has. Who's your father?
Edwin Lee, the president of the Lee Group, is one of the top 10 richest in Hillside City. Aren't you clear that whom you should help?
Oh, jeez. Do you mean the group in the talks with us 2 days ago?
Of course.
Manager, I advise you to know your place.
Manager, here is a chance for you to get promoted. What are you gonna do?
Miss Lee, enlighten me, please.
Go slap Cheryl twice for me. When my dad arrives here later, I'll speak highly of you in front of him. It's a rare opportunity.
Really?
Of course. It's $1 million opportunity. You're likely to become our vice president.
I know what to do.
You're sabotaging your own future. How do you trust what she says?
enough with this nonsense. I wouldn't have been here playing along with you if it hadn't been for work.
I'm warning you, it's illegal to hit people.
Stop Tony if you don't want a divorce. I'm gonna revenge.
All right, honey.
Manager, slap her. What a bitch. I remember you were quite arrogant. I'd have called my dad in the first place if I hadn't cost him much money in the stock market. I just tried to be nice to you. So you really thought I'm a wuss?
You'll pay for what you've done.
Stop her! She's trying to call Charlie.
Do you seek help? I tell you. You're gonna pay for messing with me.
Let go of her.
All right. As long as you kneel and apologize, I'll have him let you go.
No way. My son won't kneel.
Helen, your family's show is very interesting. I'm looking forward to what will happen next.
What are you talking about?
Are you just standing by?
Grandpa, I know family interests matter most to you. Yes, my family isn't strong enough to invest 50 million on you, but I can ask my dad to withdraw his investment, making you unable to complete the contract.
Oh my. Carlotta, just calm down and take it easy. It's kinda my fault. I was a bit hasty. So do what you want to do. I won't step in there.
Let them go, please. You can take it out on me.
You're just a loser. Picking on you isn't even satisfying. All right, I can meet your demand. Get down on your knees.
Fine, I'm kneeling.
Kneel down.
Carlotta, who bullied you? Tell me. I'll bring justice to you.
Dad, you're finally here.
Mr. Lee, how have you been?
Oh, it's you. What brought you here? You're Miss Moore?
Mr. Lee, it was her who picked on your daughter. I've already punished her. I just hope that you can drop a nice word for me in your talks with Dome Group.
Mr. Lee, what do you think about his proposal? Has he lost his mind?
Shut your mouth.
Dad, why did you slap him? It was Cheryl who bullied me. You should slap her.
Shut up. Are you okay?
Dad, what are you doing? Why are you supporting her?
If you don't want to sink our family down, just close your mouth.
Your daughter is really remarkable. Openly pushing me around like that? She seems to need a good lecture.
Oh, don't, please. Ms. Moore, my daughter doesn't know you. She doesn't know your identity. It's kind of my fault. I didn't tell her what Charlie informed me. That's how all this mess happened. It's nothing but a misunderstanding.
About this, let's wait for Charlie to figure it out. Charlie, you have 5 minutes to come over here. You'll regret for what you've done. Mr. Lee, what should I do with your daughter?
Miss Moore, please have mercy. I just spoiled her since her childhood. But actually, she's got a good heart.
She's good? Then why she hit my daughter? How about you explain it to me?
Mr. Lee, why are you so scared of her? Who on earth is she?
Who I am doesn't matter. The bottom line is that you're fired.
I've worked so hard for the Dome Group all these years. Who gives you the right to fire me?
Let's wait and see.
Ms. Moore, are you all right?
I'm fine. Get up. Fire him and kick him out of the city. Break his right hand.
What did he do?
Charlie, I'm really sorry. You won't fire me, will you? But I'm your most reliable person. Please.
He helped them bully me and my daughter. Charlie, what's your take on the punishment?
What? How dare you offend Ms. Moore?
Charlie, she's just a housewife. Why do you value her so much?
Shut up. I trust you and asked you to deliver the contract to Ms. Moore. Is this how you repay my trust?
Charlie, I'm sorry. Please don't fire me. Please don't fire me. Ms. Moore, it's all my fault. Please forgive me. I just completely lost my mind.
Not everyone will forgive you. Take him away.
Charlie, Ms. Moore.
Mr. Lee, I know you don't want me to be too harsh to Carlotta, but she went way too far. I've reached my breaking point.
What are you planning to do?
This slap is for what you did to my daughter. This slap is for me.
Who on earth are you? Dad, help me out, please.
I'm begging you. Please have mercy on her for my sake.
Okay, but she can't run away from serious consequences. Don't you dislike those who live at the bottom? Then I'll have you experience the life of those you call lower class.
What are you up to?
Charlie, have her clean the toilets at the Dome Group. Without my approval, she can't switch jobs for the rest of her life.
What? Cleaning the toilets? I'm not going.
If you don't work hard, I'll make you lose your legs and kick you out of the hillside city.
You're so heartless.
Take her away. Mr. Johnson, our deal with the Johnson Group won't go on because of your favoritism.
Oh, what a mistake I've made.
Edison, aren't you going to apologize?
Sure, I apologize. Please accept my apology.
Since you are Tony's brother, I'll give you one chance to make things right. But if you don't value it, don't blame me for being ruthless.
Don't worry, Cheryl. I won't.
Tony, let's get going.
Okay. Mason wants us to go her classmate's birthday party. She said her classmates are eager to meet her hero mom.
Sure, I won't let Mason down. Charlie, pick out a gift for me and send it to my place.
Got it, Ms. Moore.
Mommy, this is the place for my classmate's birthday party.
It's a high-end club. Only those worth millions can get a reservation.
Your classmate's family is pretty well off. Here's the gift for your classmate. Just give it to her openly.
Lena?
Honey, you shouldn't be friends with poor people. Your friends should be like Betty. Got it?
What are you doing?
Why are you yelling? People from humble backgrounds are just rude. All your clothes don't cost more than a pair of my shoes. I don't know how you dare to attend this birthday party.
Sweetheart, don't bother talking to them. Let's head in first.
You're so snobbish and have no manners.
How dare you say that?
Come on, honey. This is someone else's birthday party. Don't make a scene here.
Can you even get into here? In my opinion, you just want to get in good with Betty's family. You maybe don't even have an invitation.
Sorry, I do have an invitation.
I won't let my child mingle with you.
What are you doing? Apologize?
You don't even deserve my apology. Security. Keep out those without an invitation. Sweetie, let's go.
Let's go.
Please, you all need to leave.
We had an invitation, but she just tore it up. Please let us in. Otherwise, my daughter will be sad.
Just leave. I didn't see anything. It's the birthday party of the princess of the time-honored Sanders family. You don't have an invitation. Don't cause any trouble. Just leave.
As security, you should be assisting us.
Are you leaving or not? If you refuse to leave, I'll resort to force.
Oh, be careful.
Honey, are you okay? You've gone too far. Do you want to get fired? Give me the phone. Charlie, immediately fire the security guard at the entrance of the Dome Group's club. Have someone take us into the club.
Yes, Ms. Moore.
Just wait to get fired.
It's been so long since I've seen such a big talker. If you were rich, you wouldn't have been bullied.
As a security guard, you should be maintaining order here, not kissing up to those with money and ignoring those without.
Enough. I'm done talking to you broke guys. Get out. Leave.
Stop it.
Oh, Mr. Zane, why are you here? I'll kick these two troublemakers out right away.
Ms. Moore, please, do come inside. The Sanders family's party is in the right hall. I'll show you there.
Blacklist him in the industry and send him to the desert to plant trees.
Ms. Moore, I didn't know you were an important guest. Please spare me.
Take this slap back. How dare you hit my husband? You'll pay for this with the rest of your freedom. Let's go.
Honey, you got a gift for Betty, right? Go ahead and give it to her.
Thank you, Lena. Have you seen Mason?
Oh, Betty, we from wealthy families should keep away from lowlife. Don't let their shabby ways affect us. Don't you think so, Mrs. Sanders?
What makes you think we're broke?
How did you get in here?
Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Sanders. We didn't mean to be late. We just ran into a crazy woman at the door. She tore up our invitation, which made us late.
What? Really?
Yeah. There are too many rude people nowadays, but we're generous. So we'll let it slide. Mason, give the gift to Betty.
Betty, This is a gift from my parents. Hope you like it.
You're finally here. I've been waiting for you.
What kind of gift could poor folks offer?
The bracelet we gave Betty is valued at 8 million. What could you possibly give her?
Just 8 million? It's not impressive to us.
You talk so big. Are you saying your gift is more valuable than ours?
Absolutely.
Cheryl, don't try to outdo them. We don't have a gift worth 8 million.
You two should get your story straight at home.
Don't worry, honey. I won't let you down.
Cheryl, I'll teach you a lesson for your habit of bragging. Mr. Sanders, you're not only an outstanding entrepreneur, but also a renowned treasure appraiser. You've seen rare treasures far more often than most people. In a moment, you should appraise the treasure properly. If they're lying, they should kneel and apologize to us.
Cheryl, do you dare to take up the challenge, huh?
All right, I accept. If we win, then you should kneel and apologize.
That's ridiculous. I'm waiting for you to kneel and apologize. Mr. Sanders, I think it's best to have the guards ready. If they lie, just kick them out immediately.
My mommy would never lie.
Only a kid like you would trust your mom.
Mason, your mommy must be a liar.
Parents are the best teachers for their children. If you don't start disciplining your kid, it'll be too late.
How dare you talk about my child like that?
Enough. Today is my daughter's birthday party. Don't make a scene here. Since you want me to appraise the item, I'll go ahead and do it.
Mr. Sanders, please.
Mr. Sanders, how's it going? This must be a fake, right?
You seem pretty clueless. It's a shame. Let me introduce it to you. That ring is a souvenir from the royal family. Its market value is 30 million.
What? Seriously? That ring is worth 30 million?
I think it's worth less than 300,000.
Shut up. Honey, quick. We must keep this safe.
All right, I understand.
Ms. Moore, in the future, our families should stay in touch more.
You're too kind, Mr. Sanders.
Mr. Sanders, are you sure you didn't see it wrong? They have always been short on money. Last time, the kindergarten held an event. They couldn't afford to go.
Mrs. Ward, are you questioning my expertise?
No, Mr. Sanders. Even if this item is genuine, they wouldn't be able to afford it. I think you should investigate further.
Honey, I remember they're indeed very poor. Struggling to pay school fees?
What? Is our family not allowed to prosper? Mr. and Mrs. Ward, stop stalling and kneel to apologize. You've lost the bet.
Pa, you stole this ring and set us up. Asking us to kneel? No way.
Ms. Moore, if you stole something, you better hurry up and confess. Our family would never associate with yours. Yeah, Mrs. Sanders, kick them out. Security!
Mrs. Sanders, you're really quick to believe rumors, Mr. Sanders. Do you agree with Mr. Ward?
Well,
Mr. Sanders, please believe me. We would never do something sneaky and underhanded.
Tony, if your wife didn't steal anything, then tell us. Where did she get this?
You
can't find the words, can you? You are just a bunch of sneaky thieves. It's really embarrassing. Mrs. Sanders, make them leave. Honey, let security kick them out. We have esteemed guests from the Dome Group. If they get offended, we can't handle the consequences.
Yes, you are right. Security.
You'll regret this. You definitely will.
Pa, we'll only regret not kicking you out. Hurry up and throw them out.
Mr. Sanders, what's wrong? Why are you in such a hurry to call security?
Quickly, kick these two people out.
Ms. Moore, hurry up and get rid of that mess.
Cheryl, just wait. You'll be kicked out soon. Hey, you've got the wrong person.
Shut up. Ms. Moore, are you all right?
You came just at the right moment.
What's going on here exactly? I'm in trouble.
Honey, what are you talking about?
Please show mercy. We didn't realize you are the honored guest of the Dome Group. Please show mercy.
Ms. Moore, please spare us.
Please, have mercy on my parents. Mommy, please spare my friend.
All right, I won't punish them. For your daughter's sake, I'll let this slide. However, you'll never have opportunity to work with the Dome Group.
Yes. It's all our fault. Thank you.
Do you think you can escape the bet of kneeling and apologizing?
I'm sorry. I was so ignorant. I'm really sorry.
I hope Jack's child can transfer to another school. I don't want my child to be in the same school as their kid.
Yes, I'll take care of it right away.
Don't, please. Don't drag my kid into this.
When you were giving me a hard time earlier, did you think about sparing my child?
Ms. Moore, I'm begging you. I'm willing to do whatever you need. Please spare my child.
That's ridiculous. I've given you a chance. Don't be ungrateful. If you say another word, I'll leave you disabled and kick you out of the hillside city. Don't be so cocky in the future. And remember, a bet's a bet. If you can't deal with losing, don't bet. Or you'll just ridicule yourself.
Yes, I deserve it. I know. I was being stupid. It's all because of this woman. I won't listen to her nonsense anymore.
How dare you hit me?
Enough. The Dome Group will blacklist you. Stop causing a fuss in front of my kid.
We can't get on the Dome Group's blacklist, or we're done for.
We gave you a chance. When you tore up the invitation at the door, I let it slide. But I didn't expect you to. Keep giving us a hard time inside the club. As parent, if you don't behave yourselves, you're only harming your child. I advise you to be prudent. Come on, let's go home.
Okay, take care.
Hey, Charlie. Tony has a meeting at the Tyson Hotel today. Set up a table with dishes and drinks. Yes, I'm on my way over right now.
Hello, an esteemed guest of the Dome Group is coming to dine at Tyson Hotel. Make sure you give them the best service. Got it?
Oh, Charlie. It's an honor to have the esteemed guest of the Dome Group visit us. Rest assured, I'll give them the best hospitality. It's a distinguished guest. I can't take it lightly. Hey, Xander, come here.
I'm on my way. Mr. White, what do you need?
Hurry up and get everyone prepared. A bigwig from the Dome Group will come soon. Don't screw this up. Go.
Okay, I'll prepare for it now.
Mr. Xander.
Yara, a bigwig from the Dome is coming soon. Be sure to take good care of this person. Someone's trying to dine and dash. I'll go deal with it.
Don't worry, Mr. Xander. I'll take care of it. A bigwig? Could today be the day I finally make it big?
Order whatever you like today. I'm giving you whatever you wish for.
Yay. Hey, stop right there. Don't take another step forward. Where are you coming from? You can't enter our hotel dressed so casually. We've just mopped the floor for a special guest. Don't dirty it.
I'm here to find my husband. We may be dressed simply, but we're still your guests. How can you speak to me like that?
Guests? We don't serve your kind here. A big shot from the Dome is coming here soon. Don't get in the way. If you bother this person, you'll be in big trouble.
Is the person you mentioned a lady?
You pauper, stop asking. Get out of here now. I'll count to 3, and if you're still here, I'll call security to toss you out.
Hey.
How dare you try to skip your bill here? Are you asking for trouble?
Honey?
Mommy, it's Daddy.
Cheryl? What are you doing here?
I was wondering how you dared to show up here. Turns out you came to pick up your husband. You really are a perfect pair.
I wasn't skipping out on the bill.
Your payment didn't go through. What are you arguing about?
I was here for a business meeting. Then I got a call about an issue at work. My card got frozen, that's why I couldn't pay.
Honey, what's going on with your company?
All right, stop pretending anymore. You guys are definitely broke. Pay now, or you'll be leaving with a broken leg.
Exactly. It's time to give these bill skippers a good lesson. But Mr. Xander, he definitely can't afford to pay. I'll call security over right now to break his legs.
Hurry up and have them here.
Please don't break my dad's legs.
Hold on. I'll take care of his bill.
Seriously? You, dining at our hotel is incredibly pricey. You wouldn't be able to pay for it.
How do you know I can't pay up?
You just won't give up, huh? His total bill is $300,000. Go on, pay up.
What? $300,000? It was only $30,000. You're trying to scam me.
You tried to dash after dining, and you're still talking. The bill was originally $30,000, but since you couldn't pay and disrupted our operations, now it's $300,000, including compensation.
Mr. Xander, seems they can't pay the bill. Stop wasting time on them. I'll get the security over here right now.
It's just $300,000. I can afford that.
Cheryl, don't push yourself. My card's frozen at the moment. You've only got $10,000 left. We really can't afford it.
Ha 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 ha.
I've got a black card. Don't worry, there's a lot of money on it. Go ahead and swipe the card.
Are you qualified to use a black card? Only those worth over $10 million own a black card. You're unable to cover even $30,000. Are you trying to trick us with a fake card?
How can you claim it's a fake without even checking it?
I can tell just by your outfit. I don't need to check it.
How can you treat customers this way? With people like you in the Dome Group, it's a real disgrace.
Hey, who are you calling a disgrace? Have I been too kind to you?
How dare you hit her?
Not only did I hit her, but I'll hit you too. You are a bunch of broke souls.
Hey, bad guy, don't hurt my parents.
You little brat.
You've really pushed it too far? You'll regret this?
Humph.
Hey, Charlie. Fire the manager and the receptionist at the Tyson Hotel under the Dome Group.
Oh, really? Calling for backup?
Hey!
Sarah, go and bring out some leftover rice. I'll make them all. Eat the leftovers in public.
Okay, Mr. Xander, I'm on it right away.
What are you planning to do? If there's anything, come at me. Leave my wife and child alone.
Haha. Your wife's not all that great either. First, it was threats. Then she bragged, and finally, she called to say to fire me. Can't you act more convincingly? If you call the police, maybe I'll let you go. You idiot.
Hey, don't hit my wife, or I'll fight you till the end.
You? Security. Come here. Hold him down.
What are you doing?
Let him go.
Mr. Xander, the leftovers are ready.
Ah. Pa. Now eat it.
You've gone too far. Aren't you afraid of the consequences?
Ha ha ha! Consequences? What? Feeling sorry for your husband, huh? Fine. Come on, you eat.
Let go of my wife. I'll eat.
Honey, don't eat. Trust me, someone will be here to help us soon. I'll make sure they both pay for this.
Hurry up and eat. Go ahead, eat.
Don't.
Stop it! What are you doing?
Oh, Mr. White, you're here. These three are skipping out on the bill. I'm teaching them a lesson.
Exactly, Mr. White. These poor people should eat at cheap spots. Dining and dashing here have consequences.
Are you the boss here? We're not trying to dine and dash. We wanted to pay, but they wouldn't let us.
All right. Handle this quickly. Don't cause any trouble.
Okay, Mr. White.
How much is it? I have a black card.
What? A black card?
It's right here. Just take a look.
Mr. White, don't listen to her. She's completely out of her mind.
Yes. She even has no 100, let alone a black card.
This is a black card with no limit. Shut up.
Why are you hitting me, Mr. White?
You're such an idiot. Oh, my esteemed guest, please don't get upset. They have never seen a black card before. This will be a lesson they won't forget. Please don't take it to heart.
Could she really be a black card holder?
What else could it be? I'll repay today's humiliation twofold.
Hurry up and apologize.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize who you were. Please forgive me.
Why aren't you kneeling down yet?
Do as she say. I can't believe that she has a black card.
Mr. White, you haven't even swiped her card. How can you be sure that it's real? I can't believe someone worth millions is wearing cheap street market clothes. Her husband can't even afford a meal worth $30,000.
How about show them a thing or two?
All right. You really need a good lesson. I'll make you all convinced.
Waiter.
Swipe the card. Hey!
Swipe this card.
Hey, Mr. White. What's going on?
Yeah, Mr. White. I think this card is either fake or stolen. Otherwise, why would there be an alarm?
What? Maybe you're not qualified enough.
Did you hear that? She said our hotel's not qualified enough. I think she's a fraud. She's completely broke.
How could it be like this?
How dare you fool us with a fake black card? You'll regret it.
Don't hit her. This is all my fault. If anyone deserves to be hit, it's me.
You liar! I'll never be at peace unless I break your legs and kick you out of the hillside city.
Please don't.
Don't hit my mommy.
Stop it!
Mr. Charlie, what brings you here?
I told you to properly host the Dome's honored guest. Is this how you handle it?
Honored guest?
Ms. Moore, are you all right?
Tony, take Mason home first. I'll take care of the rest of it.
But you...
Don't worry about me. I'll explain everything when I get home. These people have humiliated me in every possible way today. Our family's dignity has been shattered. I think firing them is too lenient.
Yes. Challenging your limits is challenging the limits of the Dome Group. I'll deal with them. I'll let them work as laborers and live in constant remorse.
No.
Please don't. Ms. Moore, I know I was wrong. I didn't mean to say the machine was broken and that it couldn't process any money. I've been trying to tell you. I didn't do anything. Please spare me. Please don't make me a cripple.
What did you just say? Why didn't you mention it earlier? You really screwed me over.
Spare me, Ms. Moore. I have a family to take care of. I'm begging you.
Fine. I don't have any conflict with you. Just go.
Thanks. Thank you.
I am clear in love and hate. Let me settle up with you.
Ms. Moore, I didn't know you were an esteemed guest. Please forgive me.
Yes, please give us another chance. I swear I won't do it again.
Do you think a simple apology can earn forgiveness?
I truly realize my mistake.
This hand struck my entire family. It should be broken. Charlie, do it.
Got it.
Oh,
It's your turn.
Don't do that. Mr. White, please help me. I'll never dare to do this again.
How come you didn't think about this when you were bullying us?
Ms. Moore, it's all my fault for being so blind. It's better to kill me than to leave me crippled.
The best way to deal with you is to make you wish you weren't alive. Take her away. It's your turn now.
Ms. Moore, I didn't know you were an honored guest. Had I known, I wouldn't have committed such a basic mistake.
Your words sound so noble, Charlie. Kick him out of the hillside city. Transfer the ownership of this hotel to my name.
No, this is the only hotel I have left. Ms. Moore, please spare me.
You brought this upon yourself? Okay. I got it. Charlie, I'll head over to my husband's company. Find out what's going on with his company.
Got it.
Tony, you idiot. How dare you sign that fraudulent contract? Pay me back.
I'm really sorry for what happened. I'll try my best to make it up to you. Hello? Alas.
Tony, you're doing a terrible job as the CEO. You signed a fake contract with someone, ruining the company's reputation, and we've lost so many clients.
Exactly. Tony, what do you think we should do?
I'm sorry, everyone. I don't know how this happened. The contract was thoroughly vetted, but it turned out to be a scam. Rest assured, I'll find a way to make up for the losses I caused to the company.
You idiot. Do you think you can notice the trap I set for you? If I want to destroy you, you don't stand a chance, Tony. Bowing won't let you off the hook. You need to give us a solution.
What on earth happened?
Please, have a seat. Mr. Johnson, since you're here, let's just get to the point. Your grandson is a complete fool. He couldn't even handle a simple contract, and ended up disgracing the company and causing massive losses.
My money isn't something to be wasted.
Tony, I offered you an opportunity to gain experience. Is this how you perform as the CEO?
Grandpa, I'm really sorry. I have let you down.
Mr. Johnson, please, calm down. Tony, he didn't do it on purpose. Give him another chance.
Forget about it. We should make him step down.
What? Step down?
Yes, step down. And he's prohibited from meddling in the company.
We're not stepping down.
Cheryl, how come you're here?
I'm here to help you.
Do you want to help Tony? Cheryl, what nonsense are you spouting? You're just an ordinary housewife. What are you capable of doing?
Cheryl, you said you can help Tony. All right, I'll give you a chance. If you land contracts with 3 big companies, in a week, we'll let this slide. Otherwise, you'll have to kneel and beg for forgiveness.
What? Kneel down.
Tony, you've got a great wife. You could have just packed up and left the company, but now you'll have to kneel and apologize.
Cheryl, look what you've done.
All right, Mom. Cheryl is just trying to help me. Cheryl, I know you're trying to help me, but you don't have a grasp on business matters?
Tony, Helen, please believe me. It's just getting contracts with 3 big companies. I'm sure I can help.
All right, let's see how this goes down. Let's go. Let's get out of here.
Hold on.
What else do you want to do? Regret it now?
Since this is a bet, what if you lose?
Do you think we'll lose? Ha 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 ha. Cheryl, if we lose, we'll kneel and kowtow 10 times to Tony.
All right, it's a deal. You should be the one kneeling.
You must be out of your mind? Who's ultimately kneeling to whom?
Mr. Johnson, it's not like we're picking on your grandson. You saw it all. They were the ones who started the bet. Don't say I'm bullying the younger ones. Let's go. Okay.
Tony, since you've made a deal with them, you need to find a solution yourself. I'm helpless right now.
There might be a way, but your grandpa doesn't want to help you. Cheryl, look at the trouble you've caused.
Helen, Tony, please trust me. I'm sure I can help Tony.
Cheryl, listen up. If you can't help Tony in a week, you prepare for a divorce.
Cheryl, how could you agree to get 3 contracts in a week? With the rumors, who would sign a contract with me?
Tony, please have faith in me. I'm sure I can assist you.
Fine. You've at least bought me some time. I'll figure out the rest by myself. Cheryl, you should head home for now.
Seems he doesn't trust me. I should show him the contracts first.
That damn Cheryl. She put my son in such a tough spot. I need to figure something out. I can't let them throw Tony out of the Johnson Group. All right. I could ask the heiress of the Lee Group for help. Hello, Jane. It's Mrs. Johnson.
Mrs. Johnson? Why did you suddenly call me? How's Tony doing?
Jane, I want you to do me a favor. Could you help Tony out?
What? Is Tony in trouble? Mrs. Johnson, I'll book a flight back right away. I'll definitely help Tony.
You are so kind. I'll wait for you. It's wonderful. It seems she still cares about Tony. Alas, when she returns, I'll do my best to get them together. Tony should be with a young lady like her. Cheryl is not worthy of Tony.
Charlie, check which other companies are good apart from the Dome Group. I'll have the Dome Group help my husband with the cooperations.
Got it. By the way, Ms. Moore, about the thing you asked me to look into. It seems like Tony's company crisis is connected to Mr. Lewis.
What a hypocrite. Just as I thought, it's related to him. Collect the evidence properly. I want him to apologize to Tony.
Got it, Ms. Moore.
Mason, what are you doing?
Mommy, you're back.
Why are you yelling? What's the big deal about coming back? You're so noisy.
I'm sorry, Helen. I get it.
Cheryl, why are you all standing here?
You're back just in time. Jane is coming back. Go pick her up from the airport. Hurry up.
What? I'm not going to pick up Jane.
Are you going or not? If you're not going, I will right now.
Mom, please stop causing trouble.
Then you go quickly.
All right, fine. I'll go.
Come over here.
What's going on, Helen?
Sign the papers and divorce Tony.
What? You want me to divorce Tony?
Of course. Jane has come back. She's the ideal daughter-in-law in my eyes. You're not worthy of Tony. I advise you, don't make things ugly. Sign the papers gracefully and leave. Don't force me to be rude.
Mommy, I don't want to lose Mommy and Daddy.
You cheeky girl. This isn't your place to speak.
Helen, I won't divorce Tony.
You have to divorce Tony today.
Signing the papers. You can't threaten me when Tony isn't here.
I'll ask you one last time. Are you going to sign or not?
Helen, why are you pushing me like this?
Grandma, please don't make Mommy leave.
Let go of me. Let go.
Mason, don't scare me. I will take you to the hospital right away.
Oh no, how did she fall? I hope she'll be all right. She'll be fine. I shouldn't scare myself.
Hey, Charlie, my daughter hit her head. Arrange for a doctor right away.
What? I'll get the top doctor, Mr. Jenkins, there now. Don't worry about it.
Mason, I'm so sorry. Please be all right.
Checkup is done. Hold on, the doctor's on the way.
Thank you.
How did she hit her head?
It was all because of Cheryl. She couldn't take care of a kid properly. How did she fall?
Helen, you pushed her. That's why she fell.
Nonsense. I'm her grandma. If she hadn't been so impolite, I would not have pushed her. It's all because you didn't raise her properly.
So you're the one who married Tony, huh? I gotta say, you're truly a letdown in person.
How could you speak like that?
Isn't Jane speaking the truth? You are awful. You don't have a solid family background. And now you can't raise your child properly.
All right. Enough. Stop bickering. We're in the hospital.
Tony, don't worry. My dad's a stakeholder in this hospital. I'll get the best doctor to treat Mason.
Oh, Jane, you're so kind-hearted and beautiful. Tony, look at how considerate Jane is. Unlike Cheryl, who always causes trouble for us.
Appreciate it, Jane.
No worries, Tony. I'm not like her. Tony, you'll see more great things about me.
No need to worry, Ms. Lee.
What are you up to do, Cheryl? You're not having Jane contact the doctor. Are you trying to kill your daughter?
Cheryl, stop being so difficult. Saving Mason matters now.
Tony, I've already reached out to the top doctor. There's no need to bother Ms. Lee.
You've reached out to the top doctor. You're talking big and not even embarrassed. Do you know what you're saying?
I'm not boasting.
Oh, Cheryl, I know you're afraid of being overshadowed by me, but you can't put your daughter's life on the line. Don't worry, Tony. I'll call the top doctor for you. Hey, Dad, I'm at the elite hospital. Get the top doctor to see Tony's daughter.
Jane, you just got back from overseas. Why did you go to Tony's place again? Being an unmarried lady, you shouldn't keep visiting a married man. It's not appropriate. Doctor? I don't care. Just don't cause any trouble.
All right, Dad. So a bit later? All right, we'll wait for you.
Jane, what did your dad say?
Mrs. Johnson, don't worry. The doctor is on the way.
Thanks so much, Jane.
Tony, no need for formalities between us. I'm glad to help you in any way I can. Don't be overly polite to me. It makes me sad.
Ms. Lee, you should maintain distance from my husband.
Cheryl, you are so clueless. Jane is back. You should get out of here. Go and divorce my son immediately.
What? Divorce? Mom, what are you talking about?
That's great, Tony. She is definitely not worthy of you. I'm the best match for you.
Jane, I never said I wanted to divorce Cheryl.
Tony, if you don't get a divorce, I'll meet my end.
Mom, what are you doing?
Helen, you only care about how rich Jane is. Have you ever considered what's best for Tony?
How dare you speak to me like that? I'm your elder.
Quiet. This is a hospital. What are you doing?
Oh, are you Dr. Jenkins? The one who's often on TV?
Don't worry. The child will be all right. We've checked all the scans. She can go home after she wakes up.
Thank you so much, Dr. Jenkins.
My father just said he wouldn't lend a hand. Did he soften up and invite the doctor?
Jane, your dad really has connections. He got Dr. Jenkins to come.
Oh, Mrs. Johnson, it's my pleasure.
Do you think Dr. Jenkins came because of you?
Cheryl, what are you doing? Don't be petty.
Tony, I'm not petty.
How is my father not the reason? Do you think it's because of you?
It's entirely because of me.
Cheryl, shut up. Do you think you're so influential that Dr. Jenkins would come just for you?
Exactly, Tony. Look at Cheryl. She lies so effortlessly. How could she be your wife?
Tony, you should divorce her as soon as possible. Our family can't have a daughter-in-law like her.
Me? Helen, I didn't lie. You should ask the doctor.
Isn't that obvious? It must be related to my dad. I made the call right in front of everyone.
Exactly, Dr. Jenkins. The reason you're coming here is not Cheryl, right?
I'm sorry, but I surely came here because of Ms. Moore. As for what Ms. Lee mentioned about a father, I don't know anything about that.
Your
Ms.
daughter
Moore.
is fine. Just let me know if you need me. What do you say now?
Aren't you just a housewife with nothing to your name? How did you manage to get the doctor here? Oh, I get it now. You must have found another man behind Tony's back.
Cheryl, how dare you betray my son?
I didn't do that. Jane, you're gonna face legal consequences.
So how did you manage to get the doctor here?
Tony, I did Dr. Jenkins a favor before. He's just returning the favor this time.
I trust you.
Tony, how can you believe her?
Jane, thanks for speaking to your dad for me, but I'd prefer it if you stayed out of my personal matters.
Tony, are you upset just because I didn't call the doctor myself?
Tony, how can you speak like that?
Mom, that's not what I meant at all. Cheryl and I can take care of things here. You should leave now.
Why do you need to hang around? The doctor mentioned that she's perfectly fine. Cheryl's staying here is enough. Jane just came back. You should take her for a walk.
Mom, are you kidding? My daughter is sick in the hospital. I'm not up for going out.
All right, Tony, take care of yourself while looking after Mason. Oh, my dad is hosting a welcome back party for me. I'd love for you to come.
Well,
Tony, just accept the invitation. I know your company is in trouble now. You even agreed to have 3 contracts signed. In a week, because of Cheryl and Mr. Lewis, there will be a lot of big shots at the party. I'll introduce you to them. You'll definitely be able to secure the contracts.
Tony, look how considerate Jane is. She cares about you so much. You must attend this welcome back party. Attend this welcome back party.
Cheryl, I'll definitely win Tony over. You just wait to be crushed by me.
Alas, looks like I've got a competition.
honey, don't overthink it. I've always seen Jane as a young sister. Attending this party is just for the contracts.
I know, Tony, but you don't have to attend the party. I mentioned that I can assist you.
Mommy, Daddy!
Mason woke up.
Since Tony wants to attend that party, I'll accompany him.
Hey, hold on. Where are you all heading?
We're off to Jane's welcome party.
You should just go alone. Why are you bringing Cheryl along? Cheryl, you can't go with him.
Helen, I am Tony's wife. Why can't I go with him? To his friend's welcome back party.
Ah, what wife? You're not worthy of being my daughter-in-law. If Jane helps Tony get the contracts, you'll have to divorce him. And don't show up in front of me again.
Mom, what are you talking about? Jane and I are just friends. Could you stop trying to match us up?
Jane is your perfect match. You're the only one in her heart. You need to seize your chance. Don't wait until she's gone and then regret it.
Mom!
Just go. If you insist on bringing Cheryl along with you, you are no longer my son.
Mom, you are so...
Helen, stop being unreasonable. Tony, you go ahead. I'm not going.
Go ahead. At least you know what's best for you. Stay at home, do the laundry, and cook properly. I'm off to dance in the park.
Fine. Hello, Charlie. Send a driver to pick me up right away. By the way, bring the invitation from Jane's father for the Dome Group.
Yes, Ms. Moore.
Want to steal my husband? No way.
Cheryl, who invited you here?
Of course, it was your dad who sent me the invitation.
Cheryl, are you out of your mind? Do you really think my dad would invite you given our relationship? You're competing with me for love.
Ms. Lee, think before you speak. We are not competing over love. You're the one acting as the homewrecker, trying to ruin my family.
Hey, how dare you call me like that?
Are you Tony's old, worn-out wife, Cheryl? I think you still haven't figured out what's going on. Jane is the host here. How can you talk to the host like that? I'm a guest of yours. Is it the attitude of a host to insult me like that?
Cheryl, you really have a sharp tongue. But you can't change the fact that Tony is about to dump you.
Exactly. Why are you so arrogant when you're about to be dumped? Spreading rumors can get you arrested. I suggest you don't get yourself into trouble.
Cheryl, just keep fooling yourself. At this banquet today, I'll make sure to sign 3 contracts for Tony. He will definitely be touched by this, and come back to me.
Jane, I should congratulate you in advance. I'll make sure to get rid of this woman who's taken your place. What a fitting phrase. Taking your place? Your talent for twisting the truth is really impressive.
I'm done wasting words with you. Cheryl, don't even think about entering my party today. Security over here.
I have an invitation. Why can't I come in?
No way. This can't be true.
You've definitely forged this. Why don't you open and check it?
Is this what you call an invitation?
Listen up. The invitation has no fancy gold and silver embossing.
Security, over here.
Got it, Ms. Lee.
Get this woman out and teach her a lesson. Hold on.
Jane, if you don't want your father to blame you, I suggest you have a good look at it. Your father's specially prepared. This embossed invitation for esteemed guests. Esteemed guests? You are just a mere housewife. Your status is quite humble.
I think you're living in a dream. What are you waiting for? Go ahead.
Yes, I suggest you don't do that.
Otherwise, you'll lose your job.
Hey, are you crazy? Stop. What are you doing?
Dad, what brings you here? It's nothing. Just some crazy woman at the door. I'm getting security to deal with her.
Yeah, Mr. Lee. This crazy woman even faked an invitation. She deserves a beating. Mr. Lee, do you also think my invitation is fake?
Don't you still give up? Watch how I expose your true colors.
Stop it.
Dad?
May I ask for your name, Ms.?
Just call me Cheryl. Mr. Lee. Ms. Lee stopped me at the celebration, saying I wasn't qualified to enter. Mr. Lee, do you think I'm qualified?
Could she be the heiress of the Dome Group? Oh my gosh, I can't treat her carelessly. Of course. Ms. Moore, this way, please.
Dad, why are you acting so subservient to her?
Shut up. Ms. Moore, this way, please.
Okay. Mr. Lee, your daughter is truly bold and bossy.
Don't worry, Ms. Moore. I'll discipline her properly in the future. You almost landed us in huge trouble.
Dad, why are you treating Cheryl this way?
She is not someone you can afford to offend. Be wise about it. If you cross her, you'll regret it.
Cheryl, just wait and see.
Jane, what's happening?
I'm not sure what Cheryl did to make my dad. Believe she's someone of high status, but I won't be fooled. Luna, here's what you need to say later.
Jane, your plan is really smart. Don't worry, I'll help you out.
Cheryl, you insisted on coming to my party. Don't blame me for what happens next.
Hey, Cheryl, how did you get in?
I just ran into Mr. Lee. I said I was looking for you and he brought me in.
Oh, I see.
Some people just have no shame. They lie and boast without even blinking, fooling one person after another. But sooner or later, their lies will be exposed. Isn't that right, Cheryl?
Exactly. Just like at the hospital. You insisted you invited Dr. Jenkins. But it turns out he didn't even know you. That was truly embarrassing back then.
Shut up.
All right, Jane. Let's get to work.
Cheryl, I'm tired of bickering with you. Since you're at my party, I can't treat you lightly. Everyone, let's have Cheryl taste this wine. And tell us what she thinks.
Exactly. Tasting wine is a fundamental skill in upper-class society. I was just wondering if you even know how to do it.
What do you say, Ms. Moore? Prove your skills to everyone here.
Jane, let me assist Cheryl. She's not much of a drinker.
Oh, Tony, she's been married to you for so long. Can't she even handle a drink? That's really embarrassing.
Exactly, Cheryl. You can't always hide behind Tony. You seemed pretty confident just a moment ago. Why are you... It's just tasting wine. I'm up for it.
Cheryl, you...
Don't worry, I can handle it.
Ms. Moore, how does this wine taste?
The wine is sharp and bitter. It's not really a fine wine. It's worth $100 the most.
How ridiculous. This wine was specially airlifted from France. It's a premium vintage worth $8 million.
Oh, Cheryl, you've embarrassed yourself completely. Putting lipstick on a pig doesn't change the fact it's still a pig.
Thankfully, she's not my wife, or I'd be mortified.
Exactly. I wonder what Tony was thinking, bringing her to such an upper-class gathering.
Cheryl, you should see it clearly now. You're not a match for Tony at all. Divorce Tony as soon as possible.
Exactly. Cheryl, did you see that? Jane is the ideal match for Tony. Whether Tony and I are a good match is none of your business. You're always claiming to be upper class. Does being upper class allow you to steal others' husband in public?
Cheryl, you'd better stop before it's too late. If even wine tasting is beyond you, how do you dare to be Tony's wife?
Jane, don't say that.
Who says I can't taste wine? This is not a fine vintage. Worth $8 million.
Cheryl, just stop.
Tony, I'm not lying. If you don't believe me, just try it.
Cheryl, you're lying and trying to drag Tony into it. He won't tell bald-faced lies like you.
Well, this wine really isn't a fine vintage.
Tony, what are you saying? How could you embarrass me in front of everyone for her?
Jane, that's not what I meant. Try it again. You may have gotten it wrong.
No way, that's impossible.
Really need a good lesson. Fine, I'll grant your wish. I'll invite Mr. Gibbs here right now. I'm sure everyone knows who Mr. Gibbs is.
Is Mr. Gibbs the top-tier sommelier?
But I've heard it's hard to invite him to come. Being rich won't be enough to invite him here. Cheryl is just a housewife. Can she really manage to invite him?
Cheryl, if you're going to brag, think it through. Do you think you can invite Mr. Gibbs here? Even my dad couldn't manage to invite him, let alone you.
Your dad's failure doesn't mean I will.
What a big talk, Cheryl. You are just asking for trouble. Since you love to brag, I'll give you a chance. You have 10 minutes. If he's not here in 10 minutes, you'll be down on your knees. Besides, you'll have to divorce Tony right away.
That's right. Cheryl, do you dare to? Fine. I'm in. If I manage to invite Mr. Gibbs to come, you'll have to kneel down and apologize to me. Besides, stay away from my husband from now on.
Cheryl, what are you talking about? How could you agree to this? How can you gamble my marriage like that?
Now you see it? Cheryl doesn't care about you at all, or she won't risk your marriage as a bet.
Tony, you should see Cheryl's true colors by now. She's a leech trying to cling to you. Exactly. She doesn't care about you at all. Who says I'm definitely going to lose?
Isn't that obvious? Do you think you can invite Mr. Gibbs over? Prepare to kneel down.
Hey, Charlie. Invite Mr. Gibbs to visit Jane's house.
Got it. Ms. Moore?
Cheryl, you're acting pretty well, but that phone call won't change anything. You'll find out soon if I'm pretending. Don't try to weasel out of it later. I love seeing you contradict yourselves.
Oh, Cheryl, enjoy your moment now.
Everyone, take a look. Cheryl is so shameless, bragging and betting on her marriage. Let's just watch her mess it all up.
Party was definitely worth attending. The show was quite enjoyable.
Tony is totally embarrassing. His wife brags and bets him away. If this gets out, how can he face anyone after this?
Tony, don't worry. I'm absolutely confident. That's why I agreed. I will never divorce you.
Tony, don't trust her. She's deceitful.
Let him go. I won't.
You should let him go.
All right, that's enough.
I'm here as instructed. I hope I haven't bothered you.
That's Mr. Gibbs.
Mr. Gibbs, you are really here. Are you here just because of Cheryl?
Impossible. You must be here because of my dad, right?
Absolutely. I bet Cheryl doesn't even know Mr. Gibbs.
Ms. Moore, which wine would you like me to taste?
She actually does know him.
Jane, I've told you not to underestimate anyone. You'll end up paying for your snobbish attitude. You lost our bet.
How can that be possible? Aren't you just a penniless, powerless woman?
Mr. Gibbs, here's the wine. I say it's a cheap bottle worth less than 100. Ms. Lee insists it's a premium wine worth 8 million. Please give it a taste. Okay.
I've got a bad feeling.
Relax. There's nothing wrong with the wine. This is a top-notch vintage we prepared. Cheryl has never tasted it, so she hasn't been able to tell.
Everyone, this wine is nowhere close to being fine. The price is around $80. It's a promotional item.
What, $80? Ms. Lee, are you kidding us? Are you serving us this kind of wine?
Want to offend every upper-class family?
No, there must be some misunderstanding where we would never use such wine to entertain our guests.
Let's go.
What? Did you mean that I'm not competent enough?
No, that's not what I meant.
Ms. Moore, I'll take my leave now.
Jane, hurry up and get on your knees to apologize. We'll
Once
go
you're
home to
done.
look after our daughter.
Do you expect me to kneel?
Are you trying to weasel out of it? You are the heiress of the Lee Group? Do you dare to gamble but can't face losing?
No way. I won't kneel and apologize to you. Stop daydreaming.
What's going on here?
Dad.
Mr. Lee, Jane backed out in public and want to snatch my husband. Is this how the Lee family behaves?
What?
Dad.
I was away to handle something urgent, and you caused this mess?
I can't believe you hit me over this woman.
Shut up. I warned you at the door. Not to offend Ms. Moore, but you wouldn't listen. Now apologize to her right away. If you keep messing around, I'll cut you off as my daughter.
What? Please don't do that, Dad.
You, the way my daughter is now, it's all because of your manipulation. Security, you're not allowed to come here in the future. Kick her out.
Mr. Lee.
Dad, don't do that.
Kneel down.
I got it. I'm sorry, Ms. Moore. I realize my mistake. I shouldn't have mocked you. I shouldn't have competed with you over Tony. I'm such a jerk. Please forgive me, Ms. Moore.
Ms. Moore, could you please forgive my daughter for my sake?
Fine, I can forgive her. But you must send her overseas.
Dad, she can never want to go abroad. I don't want to.
Rest assured, Ms. Moore. I'll send her abroad right away.
Dad.
Security.
I don't want to go abroad. Don't make me leave, Ms. Moore. Please forgive me. Dad.
Take Jane to the airport.
Dad. Please don't make me leave. Dad.
Ms. Moore, I've punished Jane. Do you think it's enough?
Cheryl, what exactly is going on here? Why does Mr. Lee show you so much respect?
Oh, well, Tony, the phone is ringing. Answer it first.
Hello, who's this?
Tony, your week is almost up. Did you and your loser wife get the contracts?
Charles, why is he calling you?
I'm just trying to be kind. If you can't get the contracts, you should know when to give in. If you come over right now and apologize, perhaps for Mr. Johnson's sake, I might let you stay in the company.
No need, Mr. Lewis. Don't be so full of yourself. How do you know you're going to win?
Cheryl? So you're there as well? Keep talking tough. In the end, you'll beg me in tears. Listen up. I've got the petition with staff signatures asking for your dismissal. If Tony can't get the contract, even if Mr. Johnson wants to keep him, he can't stay.
Mr. Lewis is truly despicable, using his power to manipulate the petition. But Tony, don't worry about it. We won't lose.
I'm so sorry, Cheryl. I might get kicked out this time. Mr. Lewis even has a petition. What else can I possibly do? Where could I get those 3 contracts?
Mr. Lee would be willing to help out, right?
Does this imply that I must help Tony? It's a good chance to cling to Ms. Moore and the Dome Group. Right, Tony. If you don't mind, I have a contract and need a partner. Is that true?
Thanks so much, Mr. Lee.
Congratulations, Tony. You've already secured 1 contract. As for the remaining 2 contracts?
I'll reach out to Grandpa's contacts for the rest. I believe they'll help me. Oh, by the way, Cheryl, come with me to the auction. I want to buy a few gifts to make it easier to ask for help.
Never mind. Let Tony give it a try. Anyway, I've got the Dome Group contract for him. Even if Mr. Lewis causes trouble, Tony will still win in the end.
Right, let's go.
Take care, Ms. Moore. Tony is really lucky to have Ms. Moore as his wife.
Thank you all for taking the time to come to this auction. I now declare the auction open. The first item up for auction is...
It looks like I'm a bit late.
You are not late, Mr. Lewis. Your presence at our auction has made our event more elegant.
I appreciate your compliments. Let's get started.
Why is Mr. Lewis coming here?
Here's our first auction item. The Amethyst Snow Pearl. The opening bid is $500,000.
Cheryl, let's bid on it. The later items would be more expensive. I don't have much money left now.
Don't worry, Tony. I've got the money. Bid on whatever catches your eye. $550,000.
Oh, wow. Cheryl. Tony, how did you 2 paupers get in here?
What Mr. Lewis is saying. Of course we walked right in.
Host, why are all kinds of people allowed here? Look at them. One's unemployed. The other's just a worn-out housewife. Aren't you afraid of getting tricked? If they get it, they won't be able to afford it.
Mr. Lewis, since we can bid, we can certainly pay. I advise you to mind your own business.
Fine. I'll let you talk all you want. Cheryl, do you dare to bid against me?
Of course.
Fine. I'll bid the Amethyst Snow Pearl $800,000.
$800,000 first call.
$1 million.
$1 million first call.
$1.5 million.
$1.5 million first call.
$180,000.
$2 million.
Cheryl, stop bidding. I've only got $2 million left in my account. Are you out of money?
You broke?
Don't worry, Tony. I have money. We can't let him bully us. $3 million.
$3 million first call.
Host, I'll let them have it. I'm done bidding. Go ahead and pay up. I wonder if you can actually afford it.
$3 million second call. If there are no more bids, the Amethyst Snow Pearl goes to this lady.
Mr. Lewis is clearly setting us up. How am I supposed to get that much money? Cheryl, why aren't you listening to me?
Tony, you're completely clueless on managing your wife. You're about to lose your job and you're drowning in debt. Cheryl is coming here to lead you into trouble.
It looks like we might let you down. It's just $3 million. I can handle that.
Ha ha ha. I think you can't afford to pay $300.
Since you don't trust me, just watch closely. And see if my card can handle that.
If you can charge $3 million, I'll get on my knees for you.
All right, Mr. Lewis. You'd better not regret this. Here's my card.
$3 million has been successfully charged.
How
is this even possible?
Cheryl, how did you get that much money?
Mr. Lewis, you lost. It's time to kneel.
It's impossible. That money can't be yours, Tony. I got it. You must have been cheated on.
Mr. Lewis, you should know it's illegal for adults to spread rumors.
Ha. It looks like I've touched a sore spot. You are just a housewife. How can you have that much money?
Are you planning to back out?
Even if I wanted to back out, what can you do about it, since you still have time for an auction? I think. You've had too much time to get the contracts. I'm going to call Mr. Wood right away. Let's advance the deadline for the 3 contracts.
What? Don't do that? Mr. Lewis, I came here just to get some gifts to secure the contracts. The deadline can't be brought forward.
Oh? That's none of my business. Your wife made me upset. This is the consequence. The deadline will be brought forward. If you can get the 3 contracts tomorrow, you can keep being the CEO of the company. Otherwise, you'll be out of the Johnson Group immediately.
Mr. Lewis,
Sneaky person. I must get Charlie to deal with Mr. Lewis tomorrow. Don't worry, Tony. I'll help you tomorrow.
How could you possibly help me? I only have Mr. Lee's contract right now. I'm still missing 2. It seems like I'm definitely getting kicked out.
Believe me, I won't let you down. Mr. Lewis will surely be kicked out tomorrow.
Mr. Johnson, let's sort out Tony's issue properly.
Mr. Johnson, it's not that we can't tolerate him. He is unbelievably foolish. We gave him the chance to set things right. Instead of grabbing the chance to get the contract, he's off at some auction with his wife.
What? Is she so inconsiderate? I knew she was nothing but trouble. Tony should have divorced her long ago. Cheryl, how could you drag my son to an auction? Now, thanks to you, my son is broke and out of the company. How can you be so selfish?
Mom, don't blame Cheryl. It's me who wanted to check out the auction.
You're defending her again. Do you want me to die sooner?
Tony, it looks like you didn't get the contracts. All right, no more excuses. As per our bet, kneel down, apologize, pack your things,
Get
and
out.
get out. Exactly.
Mr. Tony, here is a petition from the whole staff. Since you lack proper leadership skills, we think it's better for you to leave.
This petition was obtained through your abuse of power and threats. Tony is well respected in the company. Are you trying to accuse him of being incompetent and immoral?
Cheryl, how dare you? This is an internal meeting of the Johnson Group. You, a housewife, have no place here.
That's enough, Cheryl. You need to behave yourself. Tony, there's nothing I can do, since you are not up for it. Call your cousin and ask him to come back.
Oh, Mr. Johnson, please don't do that. Please forgive him this time. Don't kick him out of the company. If so, how can I explain this to his father?
Charles, you've really crossed the line. You're the one who's leaving today.
What do you mean?
Who said we lost our bet? We've not only secured the Lee Group contract, but also landed 2 multi-million deals with the Dome Group. Tony is now a major contributor to the Johnson Group.
Cheryl, what are you rambling about? Tony is useless. I bet the Dome Group would never sign contracts with him. Show me the contracts if you have them.
Cheryl, you can't joke about something as serious as the contracts.
It's not that I'm refusing to show them, but Charlie from the Dome Group will deliver the contracts personally.
Cheryl, have you lost your mind? Why would the Dome Group care about our company? Let alone send Charlie to deliver the contracts.
Mr. Lewis, Cheryl is young and naive. Please don't take it to heart.
Cheryl, shut up. Don't make things harder for our family.
Helen, Tony, trust me, I'm not lying.
Cheryl, don't speak nonsense. We didn't have any contract with the Dome Group.
The contracts are really on the way.
Shut up. Don't embarrass us more.
Great show.
If I had a daughter-in-law like Cheryl, I'd rather not live. Tony, you've got some nerve. Ha 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 ha.
Cheryl, once you're back home, divorce Tony. Our Johnson family won't tolerate someone like you.
Grandpa, Cheryl is just thoughtless. She's not bad at heart.
Yes, you must get divorced.
Everyone trust me. In less than 5 minutes, the contracts will definitely arrive.
Ha 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 ha. 5 minutes? I think. You're just buying time. Since you won't kneel on your own. Then I won't be so nice anymore. Security, come in.
Mr. Lewis, please give the order. Make them kneel down.
Honey, Charles, don't push it too far, or you'll regret it.
How dare you call me by my full name? Hit them. 10 slaps each.
Please don't hit my son. It's all Cheryl's fault. If you want to hit someone, hit her.
Hit both Cheryl and Tony.
Lewis, Mr. Lewis, please don't. What happened is all on me and has nothing to do with Cheryl. Don't worry, none of you are getting away with this.
You all will face the consequences.
The contracts are here. Stop it.
Mr. Charlie from the Dome Group. How bold.
How dare you hit the esteemed guest of the Dome Group? You're asking for trouble.
Charlie, give Mr. Lewis and Mr. Wood 5 slaps each. Make them kneel and apologize to my husband. Then, break their right hand and kick them out of the hillside city.
Got it.
No, please don't.
No, please don't.
Please don't.
We're sorry.
We're really sorry. It's all his fault. I didn't mean it. Please forgive me. Please show some mercy. Please forgive me.
I indeed had no idea they were essential guests.
Tony, I promise that. I won't let you down.
Thank you. Cheryl? Oh, by the way, I have a class reunion tomorrow. Don't forget we're attending together.
Got it.
I've got work to take care of. I'll head back to the office now.
Oh, by the way, Ms. Moore, I forgot to tell you last time. Your Rel's Reiko has yet to be delivered. I'll ask Judas to send it over to you by tomorrow. Please don't forget to receive it.
Okay.
Pass my order. Have Judas deliver the car to Ms. Moore.